The following is a presentation of Biggs Media Services.
Go for warmth. Go for beauty. Go for a show. Go for flavor. Go for perspective. Go for love. Go for tranquility. Go for thrills. Go for color. Go for good. Go for Puerto Rico. Go now.
For more information, the website is discoverpuertorico.com.
Are you ready? Time to play the game!
Biggs Golf Talk for golfers.
You want to hear a nice golf joke? Yeah, I should have showed up and watched me play yesterday. I should be put on Chick Galore or something like that. A team named that. Scramblers. That's it. Scramblers, that's a team I should be on, because I was scrambling for my ball.
There's a golf shot. That's a golf shot.
Hey, when am I going to get the caddy?
The bag is bigger than you.
So?
That white one?
Yeah?
That's the one you're carrying.
Oh, man, that thing's a boat anchor.
I haven't had golf anything since high school.
No, that's you, not me. She likes to enjoy a beverage herself. Is that what you're trying to say?
I might be distracted. That's another story. Golf course and equipment reviews, golf news, guests, and lots of golf humor. When you need to drive for show,
Are you ready?
for Biggs Golf Talk.
I'm special.
Yes, you are, with a helmet.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
It is showtime, baby! Here we go! Biggs Golf Talk is presented by the U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Handmade Vodka. You need to be 21 years of age to enjoy a great Tito's beverage. Friends don't let friends drive drunk. Biggs Golf Talk also sponsored in part by ShotScope, Data is Power, Encore Golf, Photo Ball Marker, Ready Putt, Zalise, CBD for golfers, Scorpion 21, Feel the Sting, Squares Shoes, it's hip to wear squares, golfknickers.com, and UFO Tour Golf. Be sure to check out all the Folds of Honor bags and accessories that they have at ufotourgolf.com. Connect with Biggs Golf Talk on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Golf Bald. Subscribe with us on YouTube and iTunes. We're available in the Google Play Music Store, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices. Our website is www.biggsgolftalk.net or .com, BIGGS, golftalk.net or .com. I'm Bigg Jon Vick. He is the golf father, Bill Cuevas, and she is the golf diva, Amanda Robertson, and this is Biggs Golf Talk. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning. And boy, oh boy, do I have a busy day today, and I can't believe I'm actually doing a show this morning. But later on this afternoon, I tie the knots.
Woo! Yay, yay,
Around your neck.
Neck around my neck and just let the loose go.
Whatever happens shall happen.
I will start off by saying there's two important people that's not going to be here that I'm going to miss dearly. Actually, three important people. You guys, my mom. But COVID is just kicking the asses of everybody across the country, and it's a very, very dangerous virus for people to travel with. And so, therefore, we're just going to do a little intimate thing this afternoon. And then when the COVID settles down, a big party with a couple hundred people. So we're gonna look forward to that, and do it this afternoon. Tie the knot, say I do's, and I become a married man.
Woo!
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. I got rid of you.
Very, I'm a very, very lucky guy. I really am.
You are. You went from me to her. Can't get much luckier than that. You know what I mean?
That's a huge upgrade. That's like going from a Volkswagen Beetle to a Mercedes Benz.
Oh, you mean you went from the Mercedes to the Volkswagen Beetle?
No,
I agree.
not at all.
No, I agree.
No.
I agree,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No.
I agree 100%. You went from the Mercedes. I'm more like a Ferrari.
Sorry, bumper stickers do not go on Ferraris.
Bumper stickers. Yes, that's what I'm saying. No bumper stickers on the Ferrari, please. That's what I'm saying.
I did get to play some golf, and as a matter of fact, later on we're going to be talking about a product that I actually got to try, and actually phenomenal. I love it. And Amanda, I don't know, they have these for women too. It is a Caddy Daddy claw glove, and we're going to talk about this glove later on. But I got to try this thing, and lately, as the last couple of years, I've been having problems with trying to get a glove that I wanted to go with all the time, and typically it was the Herzl golf glove that I used all the time because I just like how it felt when I sweat. When it rained, I was able to hold on to the club. Well, this typical golf glove, and we'll talk about it again later on, but it is just great. And Billy, you actually have one, and we'll talk about how that thing. But we got to get Amanda one as well, so she can give it a try. Yeah. So got some golf in on Wednesday, got some golf in on Friday, had a great time. I want to just thank Alex Cantina, my partner for Wednesday League, the Spark Golf League at Puerto del Sol here in New Mexico. We had a good time. Again, in first place and scoring some good points. We average 20-something points per round, so we're the highest team that average. Unfortunately, we don't play every single week, so we're not in first place for the season, but weekly, we are undefeated every time we are in the league, and they hate to see us when we're out there because we're always in first place, and we're not in there every single week. Also, I want to thank Joey Castaneda for yesterday. Got to play a round of golf. The Colonel Quick got to hang out with us. Me, Mark Rooney, Colonel Quick, and others joined us for a round of golf at Canyon Club at Fort Hills. Had a good time. Want to thank Joey again for the hospitality and for my group and all that stuff, and wish me well wishes for today. So I really, really appreciate that and had fun out there. So it was good. It's a good time. But I can't believe it. This afternoon, holy cow, 5 p.m. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be providing you, Billy, and Amanda Zoom link to see the wedding. So if anybody else is interested, please get a hold of me privately, and we'll be more than happy to forward that link to you as well, that you can actually watch the ceremony that's going to be taking place. It's actually going to be taking place in my backyard, so it's going to be done up real. It's actually just, it looks phenomenal out there right now. So I'm just excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
You should do it live. Why not click the live button while you're doing it?
What do you mean click the live button? We are going to be live.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but can't you open it up? I see people opening up that stuff online all the time. Can you click it and it'd be on Facebook and everybody can watch it?
He's saying Instagram Live or Facebook Live.
Oh, yeah, that type of live. Here's the thing. I don't know how technical savvy the person's going to be with my laptop. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit there and say and do my vowels and sit here and run the equipment at the same time. Hold on, let me just make sure the audio is.
Shayna will understand. It'll be fine.
Yes. I think it'll be fine. I think it's okay to interrupt. If I was interrupting, somewhere around that point, does anyone object? I do. I had it all planned out and everything, man. But now you guys ruined my thunder. It's the pressure.
This way they can just go Zoom? Click and shut you off.
Shut you off. Mute Billy's mic. Mute it.
I also want to thank Jim Grant from Grant Custom Rods. If you're ever looking for a fishing rod, you really need to check out Grant Custom Rods because he sent me a phenomenal rod. I'm put actually pictures on social media about it. Has mine and Shayna's name on it, so it just looks great. Wow. And I just can't wait to use it. Huh?
My name's not on it?
No, your name's not on it. No.
Why not?
Because you're just the person in the background. You're my brother and my best friend, but no,
that's not.
You're not my man husband.
I was told from the very beginning that this was a 3-way marriage. That's how I was told.
He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no.
So you're telling me.
Right,
Billy's wanting wedding gifts now because
I was promised the third position, so therefore I demand my gifts. Mr. Rod, I need a fishing post. So when I get to New Mexico And on that lake, I need. That's what you got to buy me, Biggs. I don't have a fishing pole.
We have to get. Well, Dad has plenty of fishing poles, so
I don't want to use Dad's. I said you have to get me a fishing pole. Nowhere in that statement that I said, "Oh, let's have Dad's part." I said you need to get me a fishing pole.
I need to get you a fishing pole. Yeah, okay,
Thank
gotcha.
you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You know, he's a pretty
high maintenance,
demanding kind of guy.
demanding other third.
Amanda,
part of
Amanda,
this
you
marriage.
won't believe. Every single year we negotiate his contract. You will not believe the stuff that has to be put in. He does not does not like green M&Ms. So that I have to take out all the green M&Ms when we have M&Ms.
Wow.
All right. He doesn't like when we have tomatoes in tomato soup. I don't know why, but he just wants red soup, not tomato soup.
Just red soup, not
Yeah.
tomato.
Yeah.
Preach
Just
on,
red.
baby. Preach,
Bill's
my
just
brother.
high
Preach.
maintenance, but we all knew this.
It's
What
like,
do you mean?
yeah.
I'm not that high maintenance. Come on, man. You guys are giving me a bad reputation. Wait, I think
We
you
just
guys
spit
take to the
back.
party.
We just
everything
spit
got one of
back.
those. I used to love you guys before this segment, but it's tough love, man.
Because, by the way, Bill, the wedding's been changed to Sunday.
And here's the thing. This is supposed to be about me, about my day. And Billy is here inserts himself.
Let me clarify. This is Shayna's day.
Well, she's been married before. I have not.
So ideally, this is Bigg's big day.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Biggs.
Yeah.
So it's
and in all reality, it's our special day.
It is.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
We're really excited for you. And it's just sucky with COVID, but with
Yeah.
that, you guys aren't waiting.
Listen to the Golf Father. He's inserting himself. What about me? What about me? What is my fishing rod? Wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's pretty much how it goes.
You sounded pretty pathetic right there, bro.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah,
and strange.
And Amanda can't talk because I want to be the third in her relationship as well. So
I know.
you know
What
I mean?
else?
This is already has been
Bill gets
decided. And she doesn't even have.
See,
doesn't even have a
this
ring yet.
Amanda. See, this is the thing with Bill the Golf Father Cuevas, right? He could never
so
be number 2. So he always has to be number 3.
I just yes, exactly. I'll take. I don't want to be number 1. I don't want to be number 2. I want to be number 3.
I want to be number 3.
I want to be number 3. You know why? Because number 3 can escape a lot quicker than the first.
Yeah, number 3 can go and do whatever.
Later.
But you know, in all fairness, when it comes to Bigg's golf talk, Billy is my number 2.
Yeah, thanks. Because it's your wedding day, I believe that. Ta-da! There goes your wedding gift right there.
Love it.
I love you guys. I really do.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Hey, we have a great show for you today here on Bigg's Golf Talk, and we're looking forward to it. But coming up next, it is On Par with Amanda, and I believe there's going to be a special guest with Amanda once again.
Who will it be?
There's some substitute that she decided to put on. Some hack. I don't even know who she was talking about. I'm like, really? Why? What the heck's up with that? Oh, my God. So when she does that, I'm not even going to listen to that part this time. I am not listening.
Bill's just bitter because the special guest isn't him. So
it's all about Bill again.
Yes,
it's all about the Golf Father.
That's the theme of today. It's all about the Golf Father.
It's all about Bill. You can make a movie about that. It's all about Bill.
It's all about Bill. Yes.
Yeah. What about Bill? Yeah.
All right. It's all about Bill when we come back here on Bigg's Golf Talk with On Par with Amanda. We'll be right back. The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best 2-player teams to compete against International Field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup style event, known as the International Kings Cup, played in honor of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer.
The 6th annual edition of the International Kings Cup will be contested in May 2021 at the Glasson Golf Club in Ireland.
The road to the King's Cup begins with a national qualifier. Two-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier playing best ball using net scoring. The top 30% and ties at each qualifier will be invited to the USGC National Championship. Winning teams at national qualifiers have a chance to receive a free $950 team entry into the event.
With an open and a senior division, each having 4 flights, teams of all skill levels will compete for a spot on Team USA. The winning team from each flight at the United States Golf Challenge National Championship will be crowned and win the expense-paid trip to the Glasson Golf Club in Athlone, Ireland, as part of Team USA.
Do you have what it takes? For more information, the website is usgolfchallenge.com for all the details. That's usgolfchallenge.com.
This is a commercial for golfers. Take the next step to improving your game with ShotScope and discover your strengths and weaknesses. Analyze statistics on your clubs, tee shots, approaches, short game, and putting. ShotScope V2 is the golf watch that combines GPS distances with automatic performance tracking. Once you have it, you won't want to play around without it. Check out ShotScope.com to take your game to the next level.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another fun, fantastic Saturday here on Big's Golf Talk. You are listening to On Par with Amanda, and I love having you every week. Lately, we've been spicing things up. We've had the Golf Father on. We've had Mr. Zack Sklebar last week, and this week, I had to have one of my all-time faves, Mr. Biggs. All right, so we want to welcome him to the show, and we are going to get right into it and talk about clubs and private clubs like country clubs versus public courses and why country clubs have more responsibility when it comes to hosting big tournaments like Masters and Opens and all of that good stuff. Is being a member really what it's cracked up to be? Welcome to the show, Biggs. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Amanda, for having me. This is exciting that my first appearance here on Par with Amanda is just it's just such rewarding. What a great day and great gift to me to be a part of this segment. But I'll tell you, this is a great topic because a lot of people always ask me that question: is what's the benefit of becoming a member at a private club? What's the even at public clubs? Some public clubs sell memberships and things. And what's the benefit of that? And to me, to be a member at any kind of club, whether it be a public club or a private club, is the access to the club itself, the access to the golf course, whether it's practicing or whether it's actually playing around the golf, to have that type of access. And there's so many different things that is offered to members only.
Correct.
And you don't see that at private clubs when you're just a person walking off the street going to a public club. You just don't have those type of benefits. You mentioned something about tournaments. And one of the things that I've noticed about tournaments itself is, and I believe that each private club has an obligation to, when a person signs up to become a member, to notify them of what that club is going to be doing throughout that membership year, as far as tournaments go, such as Augusta National. Obviously, the members know there's going to be a Masters.
It happens every year.
And the Masters, I think, is a perfect example because that golf course, before the Masters gets there, is so manicured at that time of the year. April is always one of the best times of the year in Georgia to play golf. In the summertime, it's pretty difficult to play golf in Georgia. The grass gets burned a lot. The grass, is not as green as it used to be and all that stuff. Now this year we're going to see the Masters being played in November, and I'm kind of interested in seeing what Augusta is going to look like in November.
It's definitely going to change for sure. Just the whole feel of Augusta and what's going on. I will say, so back to what you mentioned about there's an obligation to be held. So when I hear of members complaining, because I know like Jeff Ogilvy was a big complainer of how courses on the East Coast don't heal as fast. So a lot of the courses that are being used for big tournaments are not like the members aren't getting the full year benefit because they're losing a good, he quoted like 4 to 5 months because it takes so long to heal. And then they start prepping for the event so far in advance that the members have to walk. They can't take carts. But like you said, when you sign your contract as a member, they tell you all of these things that are going to occur. So if that's not for you and you don't want it, I think a lot of people want it for the ego side of getting to say, oh, I belong to Wingfoot and I belong to here and this. If you don't want that, then don't join. I think that's part of, the membership is getting to say you belong to a course that holds the Masters or a U.S. major.
You'll be surprised also on what kind of social status that people do these things under the premise that they are a member of this particular club and may not even play a round of golf that season. The whole year that they're a member there, they just have a social status of being a member of that particular club.
Right. No, I agree. And I think, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. I definitely think that a few of the country clubs weren't anything before they held a championship. So Wingfoot is a great one. Also, let's talk about, the black course. No one, before Tiger started playing that course and made it a championship course, it wasn't what it is. Now it is literally a national landmark that people want to go and play. And they've had to change the tee boxes because they have so much play and they have so many people trying to play the tips when they shouldn't be playing the tips. So while I understand people might be frustrated, it took your club from being just a mundane country club to literally one of the most idolized country clubs in the world. So I don't know. I mean, that just comes with the territory.
And I have been to Bethpage State Park and golf. They have, several courses there. And I had a fortunate to golf, 2 out of the 4 or 5 courses they have there, whatever it is. One of them, I got to golf in the U.S. Open Pro-Am on the black course, and that was difficult. I actually have a picture of me standing in front of the picture, that this course is difficult, difficult and all that stuff. And I will say that after a 4-round, actually, if you really consider, a whole week of golf on that course by the pros, because they play practice rounds, you have the Pro-Ams, and then you have the 4 rounds of competition. It looks beat up. But I will say this, that the superintendents at these courses, that these golf courses hire to make sure, and I'll throw on a name, Joe Jemsek from the Jemsek Corporation that owns Cog Hill, for instance. He hired the top-notch superintendent to really make sure that his facility is upkept even after a tournament and getting it back to the shape that it should be for the public. I will challenge anybody out there to go look at a golf course, a public golf course at that hosts 3 or 4 outings a week, and then go and look at a golf course that has hosted a PGA Tour event and afterwards. Even with the walking traffic, I will challenge that the golf course that just held that PGA Tour tournament will look better than a public golf course that has hosted an outing 4 days in that week.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. So, and I don't know. I just think that it's kind of one of those situations where the whole idea of being a member is, once again, that's, what you're getting into. And who doesn't want to be a member? If you had the money and you were able to go practice at a championship facility, why would you not? Yeah. Just because sure that, it's beat up for a little bit, but I mean, like you said, they have the maintenance behind this is so good that it's not going to be an issue for a very long time. And I do know that a few courses over the time have declined the invitation to host again. But the USGA and the PGA Tour have both said, we have no problem finding hosts. So if you don't want to host it, we'll go find somebody else that does. And do you know how much revenue? We've talked about this on this show before, how much revenue these tournaments bring the golf course. Of course they're going to volunteer to do it.
Well, not only does that revenue bring money to the golf course, that revenue also goes back to getting the golf course back into shape.
Correct. Right. They don't just leave you high and dry and bounce.
And a lot of people say, well, members at Augusta, for instance, can't play golf after the Masters. This is true because of how bad the weather does to the golf course itself, and how hot and humid it could get, and the grass that they use at Augusta National has to be treated, and they need a couple months to do that. But here's the thing, too, about private courses. Typically, private courses just don't offer golf. So they have other activities that for the members to be a part of. So you're not just paying a membership for the golf itself. You're paying a membership to have access to the club where you can go to a public course that may have a swimming pool, may have a tennis court, may have mini golf for the kids or other activities inside a spa, or for instance, at a resort.
Right.
Each of those activities you have to pay for.
Right.
And if you add up those activities for a whole year, well, figure out what the membership would cost. That's one thing I do is if I want to join a golf club, I sit down and say, okay, how many rounds of golf am I going to play in a week or in a year, in a month? Is that membership going to be beneficial, or do I want to pay per round?
Right. 100%. And the thought that, like you said, there's other things at the club, other activities and other things you can do. If you do, you calculate, okay, how many golf rounds, how many times do I use the sauna every day? Do I use the steamer? Do I go play tennis? Do I go play bocce ball on the side court? Like, there's so many things that you're getting with your package.
Do I sit there and play cards with my buddies?
Yeah, right. And have unlimited access to all of this, mind you. It's not just a one time for 30 minutes. Like, you can come and go as you please. So I do belong to a country club here in Arizona. And I will tell you, I love the ability to just come and go as I please. And if certain days I feel like working out there, I can work out there. Or certain days I want to just go play a quick 5 holes. No one's telling me I can't play 5 holes. So it is a different feel than walking onto a public course. And that, to me, is important. So you got to kind of weigh your options for sure and see what kind of golfer / social member are you.
Absolutely. And one of the other things that, at a private course is the amenities that's behind the scenes, your locker amenities, the locker room amenities.
Yep.
Your members only dinner days. I mean, I know, like here, one of the private courses here on Wednesdays, they have a prime rib for their members. That's not open to the public. As a matter of fact, the Golffather and myself have an open invite, at that golf club to come and have dinner at that members only thing as an honorary member. So it's things like that. So it's just not about golf, but there's the amenities behind the scenes, and you'll be surprised on the family value itself. When you're a member of a private club and you have a family, the family value itself, that you can go there as a family and enjoy an evening without obnoxious public, and the membership there. And I'm not kind of categorizing the public, but the membership, and what the expectations of the membership is supposed to have inside that venue, whatever club that is. There's an expectation of behavior.
Yep. And not to mention, if you do have a family, there's they plan out all the holidays, all of special fun events for your family and your kids. And it really is an all around great idea if you do have a family and, you can make it work financially. No, I would be super proud to host a big tournament and get to see some of the best players in the world play on the course that I play every day. So I'm one of the fans that's in favor of that. But like I said, it's got to make sense for the course and the club. And if you're a member, know what you're getting into before you sign the contract. I mean, it's not rocket science. With that said, thanks, Biggs, for being on, and good luck this afternoon/evening. We're excited for you. I'm very proud and happy, and Shayna's getting herself one heck of a guy, so we're proud.
Thank you.
And with that said, folks, write in. We love hearing from you. A Robertson Golf on Instagram, or you can write into biggsgolftalk@gmail.com, BIGGS. And with that said, until next week, keep swinging for par.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap, already providing over 10,000 scholarships. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Golf is a dirty game. It's time to clean it up with Ready Pot, the only putter cover with a built-in ball cleaner and magnetic surface. Clean balls roll accurately, meaning you make more putts. Sink more, swear less. Clean up your game with Ready Pot.
Welcome back to Big Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices. This segment is sponsored by GolfKnickers.com. You want to look like Payne Stewart on the golf course? You know, Payne Stewart was a terrific golfer, a terrific fashion statement. You, too, can make that fashion statement by wearing golf knickers on the golf course. And the only place to get your golf knickers is GolfKnickers.com. They have golf knickers for men, women, and children. Check them out at golfknickers.com. Bigg Jon Vick along with the Golffather Bill Cuevas and Amanda Robertson in our round table discussion here. And joining us as a foursome, and he's our 4th golfer in the cart right now, is Zack Sklebar is joining us. He was actually on Amanda's On Par with Amanda last week, and we asked him back for this week because we want to get to know Mr. Zack. Is he married? Does he have a girlfriend? Is he looking? And single girls out there, what is he looking for? As far as, you know, body style, does he like chicks with big butts? Does he like chicks with, you know, what's the matter, Amanda?
I think you're wrong, because what happens if he likes guys? I think, you just say everything that's wrong. We got to be politically correct. We got to be politically. Yes,
this is true.
You never know.
He may enjoy a companionship with like, you know what I mean? Undeclared gender.
Yeah, he could pick other. You know,
yes.
The pronouns. You got to get the pronouns.
And we all know that Amanda likes to undeclare her gender once in a while, and that way she can tee up. Yes.
There's a lot of changes in this world now. You know what I mean? Dudes, they're not. They don't even know what they are right now. So, yeah.
I was outnumbered before, and now I'm definitely outnumbered. Welcome to the show, Mr. Zack Sklebar.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Well, Amanda, that just depends how he wants to be acknowledged. You might be 50-50 right now.
Don't call him Mr. He might not be one of them, Mr. So
you're not allowed to call him Mr.
All
right. That's enough.
This dude's gonna just like hang up on us, and like
he's like click.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's all for today, folks.
Yeah, we raised this Sklebar really high today.
Hey, Zack, in all seriousness, welcome to the show again. And this is a thing that we want to get to know you. And Some questions that we get asked all the time, Bill and myself, is how does one break into the professional tour? And, where do they find mini tour competitions and how do they get going on it and all that stuff? First off, let's start off. Where did it all start for you in golf, and when did you know that it's something you want to make a career out of?
Well, not as soon as you'd think. So when I was younger, I played roughly 4 to 5 different sports, and hockey was always my thing. And then as I kind of progressed through high school, I ended up finding that golf was kind of what I had left. I kind of got outgrown in a few sports, so I was kind of the smaller guy, which doesn't fare well at the next level in terms of college. So I actually ended up becoming pretty good golfer towards the end of my high school career. And at that point, I was kind of at the end of my senior year, so golf is in the spring for high school in North Dakota. And I played that season, didn't really have any expectations, just going to kind of go to college next year and do the college thing. And I had a good year, so it just kind of piqued my interest. I was like, I always wanted to be a professional athlete. It's always been a goal of mine, whatever sport it might be. And just kind of took off from there when I started pursuing golf a little bit more seriously.
Who did you look up to when you started golfing? Did you have somebody, was there a pro that you looked up to and you want to emulate on the golf course?
Tiger Woods, no doubt. So I was born in 95. So he kind of started winning early when I wasn't even quite old enough to understand. But like early on, so probably early 2000s to 2008, I started being able to grasp what he was doing and how great he was and just the things he was accomplishing. And then obviously he took a little hiatus after 2008. And then when he came back, seeing him win 5 times, I believe in 2013 was special. And then I was actually watching it with my dad when he won his most recent Masters. And that was really special to actually be old enough to understand what he was doing.
At some point, you made a decision that you wanted to try and make this a professional career. You talked about playing in high school and all that stuff and catching the bug for golf. At some point between high school and you hit college and stuff like that, you made that decision and you thought of, I'm going to make a career out of this. At what point did you make that decision?
So it's kind of, so I had a walk-on tryout at the college I attended. I didn't make the team. And then after I didn't play for a month, didn't think about it, I was like, I'm done with this. It's over, which I'm sure many people can relate to in golf in general. Just kind of put the clubs in the basement and just went about my business in life. And then after that, I kind of thought about it. I was like, what's the worst thing that could happen if I sent out like a golf resume? Because, it wasn't that impressive, and except for like until my senior year, the senior season I had was fairly impressive. So I just sent out a resume to like some D2 and D3 schools and just kind of wanted to see what kind of interest I had. And I actually got quite a bit of interest from schools in North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Iowa area, a couple in Wisconsin too. So at that point I was like, hold on, let's see what I can do here. And just kind of, I really took on working out more and just was really focused and maybe sacrifice some college experience type things to become better at golf, because that's all I was doing besides, supposedly attending classes. But so then it ended up not working out because I was going to come back to the same college I was at and play in the walk-on tryout again. And the coach canceled it midsummer, which I might still be bitter about. Who's to say? But
we could see his face, so we know.
Yeah,
just a little bitter.
So it's ended up not like, so I wasn't really able to go to the schools I was talking to because I had committed to the walk-on tryout. So it's kind of frustrating, just the timing of it all. And at that point, I was kind of like, let's play as an AM the next couple of years, and after that, we'll turn pro a little earlier than we expect, and just throw myself into the fire and see what I can do. That's kind of what I did. So, and I turned pro at 21 in, January 2017. I was freshly 21. So,
still a young pup. Still, he could have a big career.
I'm 24 now, so I don't know. I don't know about that.
Dude, you don't know what burnout is. Not yet. You will.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. When I get to Amanda's age one day, maybe I'll.
Whoa! Whoa! There it is! Oh!
He's officially part of the team.
Shots fired! Wow!
Wow!
Being that he fired the first shot, I was going to pick on him, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let this unravel on the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Amanda, the Golf Diva Robertson.
Well, let me tell you a little something about Mr. Sklebar.
Oh boy, here we go.
He said, "Oh
this
boy."
This is why I regret knowing you too well.
Bill and I are just going to sit back and eat some popcorn and watch the fireworks.
Grab your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen.
So I will say, so I met Zack a few years ago, right when he was fresh and 21 and new to the professional side of the sport. But, I will say, so we were kind of somewhat members of the same course, and we practiced out there and we became buds. And it's always nice having someone that like you can hit balls next to and kind of motivate, kind of to keep on each other and go chip and putt and go have, go play. And it was just really nice for me because in my career, I was at a point where like, I didn't have that. I didn't have someone to go practice with consistently. So it was really nice. Okay. Favorite story about Zack. Zack came out here and he was staying at a family member's house so, I was like, oh man, like, how long are you out here for? And he's like, well, I have 3 months to make it pro. Otherwise I have to go back home. And I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about? So he does go back and forth to North Dakota, but he was like, yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to see how it goes. And I'm like, Zack, it takes a lot longer than 3 months to get your tour car and get rocking and rolling. But he, without a doubt, he was out there every day practicing. And I just really enjoyed watching him grow over the years. Like I said, I met him when he was 21, I believe, and he was fresh and wide-eyed. And now he's on the, the cynical side with the rest of us.
Yeah, we can see he's gotten a lot older over these last few years.
A lot older, a lot wiser.
Since 2017. Yeah.
And he's willing to risk his life.
And just to confirm, I've been through the ups and downs of the girl-female world with Zack, so we are aware that he is into females.
So yeah.
Very much so.
So Zack, tell us. I like the way she went up and down, and while a lot of people can't see it, we did see that she went really, really down. What does she mean that Zack was really, really down on that women's side? Is she trying to insinuate that you have been abused by the opposite sex? You can tell us the truth.
Just
Come on, hey, man, why are you answering the question, Amanda? What's up with that? Are you defending him now after you belittled him and trashed him and he beat you down?
I didn't trash him. I said he's my bud.
No, but he didn't say that about you.
Well,
I think he insinuated you were an old woman.
Well, yeah, like
I am compared to this little baby.
Oh, she called you the
baby. The thing is, with going low on the roller coaster, there is if I would have ever dated Amanda, she would have taken me even lower.
Whoa! Wow! And there's the combo shot that knocks Amanda out. Amanda is down. Amanda is down.
Wow! And you see that when she fell down, her arm.
Wow!
Everything just went
down. As she went down and she was going backwards, she stuck up that middle finger like, boom!
Zack's rolling up his sleeves.
Wow. He doesn't even need sleeves right now.
No. Wow. It was fun. I got to guide him along the way and hear all of his troubled problems. So it was great.
I mean, it's more entertaining than anything else.
After the beat down that you gave Amanda today, you know what? I got a whole different attitude right now.
All right.
Oh,
so Zack,
don't encourage him.
Do you have do you have a typical person that you're interested in? Do you have a typical style? Does it have to be blonde hair? Does it have to be brunette? What's Zach's typical style?
Clearly.
Actually, that's not true. I mean, it's kind of evolved, if we're being honest. I still am, but like I've always been more of a blonde guy. But my last former girlfriend was brunette. So just kind of depends. I don't know. I'd say I definitely would lean blondes if anything. But
are you a bust?
Than when I asked Biggs that.
Are you a busty guy, or do you like a bottom girl, or what kind of girl does Zach like as far as body style?
Athletic, we'll go with.
Okay.
Biggs liked them before he was getting married next Saturday with a pulse. If they had a pulse, they're okay.
Now it's a one woman guy.
Shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, you know what? At least I have a woman that wants to take care of me. Whoa!
I got a lot of women that want to take care of me. I'm just picky.
He said, "I'm just picky."
I'm just picky, man. You know what I mean? The only thing in life, Zach, that because the athletic style kind of thing is okay, but as you get older in age, you start realizing. I'm going to give you some wisdom here, Zach. Just because they're athletic looking and prettiest, that doesn't mean that they're rotten to the core and their heart is black. You know what I mean? So I would say go with the eyes, look into those eyes and look into their soul. If you can see and know that they're a good person, it doesn't matter what that shell is. Only what's inside, brother. Because that outside will jack you up.
Oh, I've seen it.
So you know.
He said, "Oh, don't worry, I've seen it."
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, like, if we're being totally honest, a girl with a great personality is tough to beat.
It is.
Absolutely.
It sounds cliche, but I mean, honestly, it's a game changer.
Yeah, it truly is. And in today's world, within your age group, good luck.
Tell me about it.
Wow. It's like, what can you do for me?
I'm telling you, Zach, it took me 50 plus years to find that one, so.
Look at that. And now he's finally saying, I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, look at him. Look, he's looking
later on this afternoon, those vows will be said. Yep.
That's it. The ball and chain. That's what he says is going to be set. Ball and chain. And then he's like, hey, honey, can I have the key? I need to go golfing. Yeah. honey. And then a honey-do list. Wait till that thing pops out.
Oh, that's already popped up, the honey-do list. Yeah, that's already started.
You ain't got to be married to get
you don't have to be married to get that honey-do list. You just need to be living together.
Amanda has something to say.
We have to talk about Zach's back to the golf show, guys. We have to talk about Zach's play. So he played in a pre-qualifying and then played in the Monday. So we have to talk about that for the PGA Tour.
There you go. We have about 3.5 minutes here, so let's talk about that.
Okay, Mr. Zach. So tell us how you played on the pre-qual and then what happened from there.
So the pre-qualifier, I shot 69, made it through to the Monday. And the Monday is a shootout. And when you shoot 73 in the Monday, that's not going to cut it.
So what took it in the Monday?
63.
Wow.
That's next level.
Yeah. So, and then the PGA Tour is only taking 2 spots now.
That's
Monday qualifiers, which, I mean, it's just a tough thing to do. I mean, you got 60, 70, 80 guys, and you got to shoot 8, 9 unders. Just got to have a day, honestly. For 2 spots, I mean, it's tough. No, like, especially when you shoot 73, but yeah, it's tough even if you play well.
You got to have a really, really good day. I was even on the women's side. I was watching because we had one of our guests that was on one of those qualifiers, and she made, what did she shoot? The girl that beat her shot 17 under during the tournament, and she still placed really high. And I'm like 17. I was like, no way. I was like, how does that even happen? So you really got to go out there guns a-blazing to get to where you got to do it,
Guns a-blazing.
I think she even flexed on you, Zach. Oh, she flexed and said, her guns are blazing.
She's never played against me on the real course, so I'm thinking.
On a real course. Like a putt course, maybe?
I guess where he practices isn't a real course, so. Because we've definitely played there.
Amanda, aren't I like 7-0 in horse against you? I don't think I've ever lost.
No, I will say Zach and I have played a lot of horse in our day, and
you've lost it all.
I've lost it to him. He's always, even if he's like I'm in lead at the beginning, he always comes back. He's the comeback kid.
That's gonna be his new name, Zach the Comeback Kid Sklebar.
It has a ring to it.
I like that.
Hey, we need to head into our next break here on Bigg's Golf Talk. But Zach, how can people follow your progress? Become a fan of one Zack Sklebar, and just follow you.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram. It's kind of my main thing at ZACHSKLEBAR, Zack Sklebar on Instagram, and feel free to message me or get in contact.
Single ladies, hit them up on DM.
Single, yeah.
Actually, if you're a single lady, let me know.
Let me know. Might be interested.
Hey, ladies, Zach's a cutie.
He is a cutie. So
we're looking at him on Zoom here, and he's a good-looking dude. So
I didn't say that.
If Amanda was a chick, she'd do him.
Pretty much.
You're gonna have all these girls on my profile disappointed.
There you go. All right.
Why are you turning red, Zach? You blushing.
All right, we need to head to our next break and start hour number 2 here on Bigg's Golf Talk. We need to let Zach and let Amanda go. And when we come back, you'll enjoy hour number 2 right here on Bigg's Golf Talk. We'll be right back. a golf ball that performs for you. The Encore Avant 55, hot off the tee, a formulated core that delivers more energy and utilizes soft cell technology to achieve ultra-low 55 compression. This blend of innovation and simplicity provides more distance and greater feel. The Caliber, maximum accuracy. A patent hollow metal core creates significant rifle spin while reducing side spin, allowing the ball to travel along a straighter trajectory. The Encore Elixir Tour Ball, hot list winner. The premium cast urethane cover delivers a soft and pure feel off the club face and gives the Elixir ultimate greenside control, durability, and unmatched putting performance. Be sure to check out their combo packages and sign up for the loyalty program. Gift cards are also available. For more information, their website is www.encoregolf.com. And be more with Encore.
Golf Dots is a unique, high-resolution ink transfer to personalize your golf game. Golf balls, golf shoes, clubs, Golf Dots can personalize it for you. Golf Dots conforms to USGA rules and doesn't alter the trajectory of your golf ball. Tour proven on all major tours, Golf Dots is designed and made in America. Many styles to choose from that will fit every golfer's personality. New styles are being released on a regular basis. To order your Golf Dots, visit www.golfdots.com and enter promo code Bigg Jon 15. That's Bigg Jon, BiGGJON 15 for a discount on your Golf Dots. Golf Dots is available in many golf shops, such as the PGA Tour Superstore. The website for Golf Dots is www.golfdots.com. That is golf.dots.com, or call 847-829-4238. Personalize your golf game today with Golf Dots.
This is Biggs Golf Talk with Bigg Jon Vick and Bill the Golf Father Cuevas.
This segment is sponsored by Scorpion 21. Feel the sting with Scorpion 21. All you have to do is head over to scorpion21.com and you can feel the sting today. Bigg Jon Vick, along with the Golf Father Bill Cuevas, back with you here on Biggs Golf Talk on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices. And hour number 2 as we tee it up on hole number 10 here on Biggs Golf Talk. Our next guest is from a company that we came across on social media. And I'll tell you, it's a great thing, social media, when you come across people that have the same passion for you, with companies like in the charity companies of Folds of Honor. You guys already know the passion that Bill and I share for the Folds of Honor, honor their sacrifice, educate their legacy. But Café Valet, for more than 60 years in courtesy products, their parent company, has been setting the standards for innovation, value, and customer service in the coffee service business. In 2003, they introduced the Café Valet single-serve coffee system to the hospitality industry and revolutionized the way coffee is consumed in hotel rooms across North America. You've probably seen it in Hyatt's, Hilton's, all sorts of companies, all sorts of hospitality hotels and things like that, even in your meeting rooms. Since then, hundreds of millions of hotel guests have used Café Valet to enjoy fresh, delicious coffee, one easy cup at a time. After receiving countless inquiries from satisfied travelers, they made their patented Café Valet system available to everyone. That means you can get a great tasting 10-ounce cup of drip-style coffee in just minutes at home, school, the office, practically anywhere. If you prefer the convenience of capsule brewed coffee, try their Café Valet Barista machine. It's compatible with all capsules, including their very own delicious Café Valet coffee. Their website is cafevalet.com. We met them on social media, and joining us on our Zoom line right now is Chip Walther here on Biggs Golf Talk. Chip, welcome into Biggs Golf Talk, my friend.
Thanks, John and Bill. Glad to be here, and appreciate the nice intro. And like you said, social media can be, it's a lot of things, but it can certainly be a wonderful way to connect and interact with people. And I was thankful we were able to have that interaction and be here today to talk a little about something that I know you guys are very passionate about with Folds of Honor. But as we begin this partnership on the co-branding some coffee with them, we're learning more and more every day about what wonderful organization they are, what great people they are, and the lives they're impacting. And so that's one reason we're so excited to be them and to be partnered with them, but also communicate our story, our partnership with them.
Let's talk about the Café Valet story. We'll get to the Folds of Honor, and what your support is for them. But I'll tell you what, ever since 2003, ever since I have seen, and I do a lot of traveling back then, and a lot of traveling now, and I am so thankful that I don't have to get up. If I don't want to get dressed as I get up in a hotel room, I have that single-serve coffee system in my room, and just to know that's right at my fingertips is so comforting and so rewarding that I don't have to leave my room to go all the way downstairs. I might be on the 24th floor, go all the way downstairs to the front desk or the restaurant area to get a cup of coffee. I can enjoy that single-serve coffee system right in my room. Talk about what went into that. How did you guys come up and figured out this great solution?
Yeah, I think that, for the longest time in the hospitality industry, once they did start putting coffee in rooms, it was a traditional, brew a 10 cup or 4 cup, sort of like you would do at home. And there was a lot of waste associated with that. We ended up solving a problem for a couple of reasons. One, most people are going to have just 1 to 2 cups, like you said, in their room before they get their day going. At the time, what's really unique about our system is it's got a filter pack that's packaged with a disposable brew basket. And so it solved a lot of sanitary issues, which become even more and more prevalent today with what's going on in the world. But every time you pull out our brew basket in a filter pack, it goes right into the machine we have for those hospitality customers. They know they're getting a clean cup of coffee, a good cup of coffee, and it just takes a couple of minutes. So it's been an incredible system for us and really sort of changed the hospitality industry a little bit. And but more recently, we thought we needed a solution that was compatible with that Keurig machine, and that's what led us down the path of co-branding a coffee in that format with Folds of Honor.
As a matter of fact, Billy, what I like, and you and I have done some homework about that, but what I love about the Folds of Honor single-serve coffee capsules that's packed with the dark roasted 100% is it Arabica coffee?
You got it.
That delivers rich, delicious taste in every convenient cup. And Billy, I know how much you love your dark coffee.
Oh yes, that's me. And that's what happened when I saw it on social media. I jumped all over it. Me and my coffee. I gotta have my coffee, and I have used your machines in the hotels because he knows I travel all over the place. So I have used your machines and had your coffee, and it's great. But the thing that's always going to stick out is the fact that you're affiliated with the Folds of Honor. That caught my attention right off the bat, and then I'm looking at the pricing and all the other good stuff on it that you have on it. The price point on that, I pay more when I go to Sam's Club to buy my regular plain coffee, and it's for 80 pods. So the value that you have for that kind of coffee and what you're giving back is incredible. So that's what got my attention. And then I started looking. We did our homework. We saw what you guys did, how you revolutionized this kind of stuff over here, what hotels you're in. And now you guys are my new fan favorites. I'm just saying, I'm a little biased, just a little.
Oh, well, we love to hear that, and we'd love to be able to spread the word about your passion and sort of the Folds message, because as we started to look around a little bit and we decided we wanted to partner with a nonprofit organization, we looked at a number of organizations, and there's plenty of great charities out there, obviously.
Yeah.
But as we started to settle in on kind of military and their families, it was clear to us that Folds has such a great mission, is impacting so many families. And we were just able to combine that passion with our passion for coffee, and now every cup that's consumed of that co-branded product, a portion of those proceeds go back to support so many of those scholarships that Folds has given out to the kind of worthy families, and we just couldn't be happier to be part of that.
And we need it. I mean, right now, in the situation that we are in this world, and we okay this year for scholarships, but we don't know what next year's bringing. A lot of people aren't going to do it. But when you offer something like this, and at the price point that you're offering, we're all going to drink coffee.
Yep.
And for the price point, for the most part, it's cheaper for those 80 count that you have here than they're going to pay in a supermarket or anywhere else. So you're getting value. You're getting an inexpensive product, a good product, and you're helping others. And that's what people want. Unfortunately, in the times that we're at right now, when we give something, people want something in return.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So something like this coffee, everybody that drinks coffee can do this, and we're still helping the people in need, which is, for us, that's our passion. We don't want to leave anybody behind. And Biggs knows it. We've heard some incredible stories. I've met some people that from 11 years ago, the first recipients, we've met them. I mean, they've gone to work in NASA. They've become scientists. They become doctors. They become so many things, giving back. A lot of them work for the Folds. You know what I mean? So we're starting to see the returns now, which is great. This is just another notch to help, fill that gap that we had. 400 people, I think it was 400 scholarship recipients that were qualified, that weren't able to get, scholarships. And that's at $20 million that was raised.
And unfortunately, this year, that number is going to triple just because of COVID-19. Now there's going to be many people that's going to be turned away because the money isn't there. And we rely on the local chapters to have their events. And we're trying to think of different ways that we still could have a virtual fundraiser or some kind of golf marathon, to do some fundraising. But the fact of the matter is instead of maybe raising $10 million this year, we're only going to do $4 million this year, because of COVID-19. But it's companies like Café Valet, ladies and gentlemen, that if you're a coffee drinker, this isn't a fundraiser. This is something they do 365 days a year.
Yep.
So they are selling this all year long, every day, every week, every month. And you can support the Folds of Honor with each purchase of the Café Valet Folds of Honor decaf capsule or the regular capsule. And I assume, Chip, that these capsules work with Keurigs?
They do, yes. Yeah, they're compatible with a Keurig machine, which is the most popular, kind of low pressure machine, certainly in home. And there's some other versions of that machine, but it's compatible with any of those. We sell a version of our machine on our site as well. It's a little less expensive price point, but
very reasonable. The Café Valet Barista is only $49.99.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want a machine, and that's what I was amazed. I'm looking at the prices. I'm like, wow. Because we've worked with others, and no, it doesn't come close to that's what I'm saying. The price point is huge, and you're still able to give back. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to order from you guys. I need my coffee. You know what I mean?
When I think that's what's neat about, during these tough times, I get it. It's a lot harder to raise money for Folds or anybody, but if you're a coffee drinker, you're still going to continue to drink your coffee. So if there's an opportunity to do it and help give it to a cause, and such a great one, then we felt like that's a no-brainer. So we hope people will really take a look and say, hey, I can get a great cup of coffee at a great value, and I can help a great cause along the way. Yeah, sign me up.
Chip, let me ask you this. I know in your single-serve drip coffee, you guys do offer different flavors of French vanilla and the roast decaf and Rainforest Alliance is all, Rainforest Alliance certified. Any plans on adding a French vanilla or a hazelnut to your capsule lineup?
Yeah, so we've had some of those discussions already. I think as we got going, we decided we would walk or we run. Those flavors are really popular consumers. We don't get as much as when we're in hospitality. So for that channel, we didn't really need it. For this channel, we wanted to start to build a little momentum. So we will have those conversations and potentially do that in the future. One thing we are going to be doing in the next couple of months is we're going to add a tea to the mix for those that are tea drinkers. There's capsules. Nice. So that is definitely going to be part of the lineup. And then we'll talk a little bit about maybe adding flavors or doing something seasonal around the holidays and sort of see how it goes. But it's definitely a capability and something we'll take a look at. For sure.
Maybe like a hot cocoa too, during the holidays,
Yes.
I mean, people love a nice little cup of hot chocolate, around the holiday season. I know here in New Mexico, we get down to 40 degrees, and once in a while, I get into that mood of a hot, cup of hot chocolate. Why not have a Café Valet hot chocolate, and support the Folds of Honor.
And when it gets down to 70, I need me some hot cocoa.
I know, right? I hear him say 40, I hear 70. We're here in the Midwest in St. Louis. Of course, John lived in Chicago, so he knows it can get chilly. But
yes,
for us, it gets down in those teens, and you definitely need that hot chocolate and the coffee.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And what I like about it is you guys have a shop supplies, it's for the hospitality part of the thing, but now opening this all up to the public, and public can now purchase from your website at cafevalet.com. It's just something phenomenal. And I'll tell you what, the price point for an 80 count is $32.99. And Bill the Golffather Cuevas, I challenge anybody to go to a name brand, coffee shop or your big box store and buy an 80 count. And, that's pretty, compatible to what the people are going to, pay for their 80 count boxes.
If they want dark water, yeah. and we've had some of that dark water, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Yes. We've unfortunately had dark water. I'm not into dark water. I want my coffee. I need my coffee. You know that. I
think that not all coffee is created equal.
Right.
Absolutely not.
It all has its value, but we certainly believe a lot in quality and the things we do from a coffee perspective. Partners like Marriott and Hyatt and some of those folks you alluded to, I think would continue to do business with us for as long as they have and as loyally as they have if we weren't giving them the quality of
and we know the Folds wouldn't do it either, because everything that they've gone through from bread. I mean, we have bread out there. We have ketchup out there. I think we had hot sauce. Everybody knows about beer. We got plenty of beer out there and stuff like that. They don't align themselves, and the reason they do, they're very specific on who they allow to use that logo. So, I mean, as soon as I saw it, I know the coffee's good, because I know they're going to run everything through it. They want to maximize what they can do. And I'm sure others have tried, but it wouldn't fit the bill. You guys have what they need, and I'm stoked. I'm stoked because I believe in them, and now I believe in your brand. And just because you're affiliated with them, I already know how they critique things. So I jumped all over it when I saw it. I was like, okay, I'm in. I didn't even think about it.
That's beautiful. I love to hear the passion and excitement, and because we're sharing that too, Bill, as far as the relationship we have with Folds, and we feel like we can, as we get going here, communicate our message and get the word out. And we're gonna start doing some things in the coming months to market it a little bit better and make people a little more aware of it. And things like this are a great start, but we're gonna have that be an emphasis so that we can get our message out there and really start moving some coffee. And so for your listeners, anybody who wants to try, they should check it out.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, great coffee at a great value.
Well, there you go. We had Chip. He cut out a little bit, but he's.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
That's okay.
Their website is cafevalet.com. Check it out. Why not enjoy a good cup of Joe? And in the meantime, a portion of the proceeds from each cup you drink goes to the Folds of Honor, aiding families of fallen or wounded service members. And we want to thank Café Valet. We want to thank Chip and his crew for standing with the Folds of Honor and supporting our military families, making sure that no family is left behind on the field of battle. Chip, thank you so much, my friend.
John, Bill, pleasure's been mine. Thank you guys. appreciate you reaching out, and glad we can share the full a little bit. And, hopefully we can do our part to start selling some coffee so we can give even more back and support those families as they so much deserve.
Café Valet, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back right after this.
Still using an old golf GPS watch? It's time to upgrade to ShotScope. ShotScope isn't just a golf watch, it's a fully automated golf performance tracking system on your wrist. ShotScope gives you access to over 100 tour-level statistics, get putting analysis, short game breakdown, even find out how far you're booming your driver. All data is captured automatically by the groundbreaking ShotScope golf performance tracking system. ShotScope, the ultimate golf watch. Find out more at shotscope.com.
You'll hit it squarer, sweeter, straighter, and longer. I love the look of them, and with the extra width, they're the most comfortable golf shoes I've ever worn. They're called squares, and once you've played a round in them, you won't want to play another round in anything else. These completely new performance golf shoes will improve your stability and balance, and it's been proven in science. Balance equals power. There you go. To feel good and play my best, I wear squares. Now you can wear them too. Just go to getsquares.com to find out more. That's getsquares.com.
Go for warmth. Go for beauty. Go for a show. Go for flavor. Go for perspective. Go for love. Go for tranquility. Go for thrills. Go for color. Go for good. Go for Puerto Rico. Go now.
For more information, the website is discoverpuertorico.com.
Go for warmth. Go for beauty. Go for a show. Go for flavor. Go for perspective. Go for love. Go for tranquility. Go for thrills. Go for color. Go for good. Go for Puerto Rico. Go now.
For more information, the website is discoverpuertorico.com.
Golf talk for golfers on Biggs Golf Talk. Back to Bill the Golf Father Cuevas and Bigg Jon Vick.
This segment is sponsored by Squares Shoes. It's hip to wear squares. Head over to squares.com to find out more information about Squares Shoes. Lower your scores and hit the ball straighter by wearing Squares shoes today. It's hip to wear squares, squares.com, SQAIRZ.com. Welcome back to Biggs Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices. Bigg Jon Vick, along with the Golf Father, Bill Cuevas, back with you here on Biggs Golf Talk. And just a few hours away, I'm going to be a married man. I can't believe it.
You're going to be an incarcerated man. Woo! What about that ball? Wait a minute. I was going to say whip it out. You already got it on. Sorry. My bad.
The
You're
ball and
get
chain? Is that what you're talking about, the ball and chain?
Set.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get a second set. Yep, absolutely. You're already on lockdown. Woo! Going to get bad. We
receive many emails about game improvement irons or game improvement clubs, whatever the case might be. And I always get asked, what do I recommend? And there's a couple companies that I recommend, and one of those companies on top of my list when it comes to game improvement and helping somebody have fun at playing some golf, Callaway Golf is at the top of that list. They have been that way for many, many years. Easy to play irons, easy to play woods, easy to play wedges, and most of all, they have a putters, by Odyssey, that make you even a better putter on the greens. And Callaway has always stood for having more fun on the golf course and lowering people's scores. And the way they do that is, doing what they do best with game improvement. And we have had Callaway on the show before, but a gentleman that is joining us right now. Now, the name might sound familiar, Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas.
Very familiar.
Michael Verska is joining us. He has 21 years in the golf industry. The first 18 of his years in R&D and the last year at Callaway Golf as the Director of Custom Fitting and Player Performance. What does that mean? Bill the Golffather Cuevas, myself, is going to ask that question. But before we get to Michael here on Bigg's Golf Talk, you want to talk about custom fitting and you want to talk about player performance and things like that. I mentioned game improvement. And when you get to that game improvement where you have established your game, coming up, right after that, you want to make sure you get fitted, and you could even lower those scores even more and lower that handicap to a single-digit handicap if you can. And that's one thing, again, Callaway Golf really exceeds. They start at trying to get you into the game of golf and getting you into those game improvement clubs. And then as you improve, they want to improve your equipment as well. Michael Verska, welcome into Bigg's Golf Talk. Did I describe that accurately?
Yeah, you did a great job, and appreciate you having me on, and happy to talk golf and fitting, and hopefully we can inspire some people to get fit, because what you said is absolutely right, but I would add to that every golfer, once you've played once or twice, that we can help every golfer, regardless of skill level, handicap. We can help them get better and find clubs that are best suited for their skill level, and also clubs that they can grow into, if that's the right term, is, hey, here's where we're at right now. Here's where you're going. So kudos to that wonderful intro, and thanks for the kind words.
Well, one of the things that I'm improved with, too, is Callaway and even the dexterity. I mean, when you have a Phil Mickelson in your stable, you must have a left-handed clubs, because Phil wouldn't be happy if you didn't. But dexterity and gender, you guys have clubs for everybody, from the junior golfer all the way up to the male, female, and the dexterity of right-handed and left-handed golfers.
Yeah, I mean, we have one of the most, maybe the most extensive, I haven't counted them all up, but from a left-hand perspective, because of people like Phil Mickelson and other tour staff that we rely on to test and verify product, which then get into the product for everyday players like the three of us. Yeah, we have a tremendous selection. And again, and from a women's and new golfer perspective, we are really dedicated to women's golf. We have a number of women who work at Callaway, and we actually have a core team with it's just women who focus on women golf. I know it's a crazy concept, but we actually try to have women be involved in the design of golf clubs and golf balls for women. Crazy, I know.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah. And one of the other things that Callaway Golf and Bill the Golffather Cuevas, you and I experienced this at Mistwood Country Club in Illinois, was the education behind their clubs. And we got a wedge-education, if you will, from Callaway at Mistwood, and I do have one of the, I typically use it. It's a 50-degree Mac Daddy that I have in my bag that I use from 110 yards in, and I love it. It's so easy. It's like every time you hit that club, I'm like, oh, that's a knife going through butter.
Now you do. And when we talked about fitting and stuff like that, I'm going to throw it out there because it's just been a little while. We had Randy Miller on the show, the guy that does my tattoos. We had done a project with Golf Tech, and I didn't want to get fit because I've been fit a lot of times. And I was like, you know what? I've been through their process. Let's get somebody that's never been fit, somebody that I want to see what can actually happen. You're going to get me 1 or 2 yards more. Let's see what you could do. Somebody that's never been fit, never done anything through the process. We had Randy go through it. Randy got fit for Callaway, and he ended up with the Epic. He went and bought the entire line of Epics, everything. He bought it all. I wish he didn't, because he outdrives us by 40 to 50 yards. Easy. Before, he was like, he must have gained close, with no exaggeration, about 85 yards just on the driver. His 3-wood goes as far as all of our drivers. So he's playing a 3-wood. Mm-hmm.
Well, Randy, if you're listening, thank you for the purchase. I very much appreciate that. My family appreciates it.
Yes.
But yeah, we've seen things like that. I mean, players who have a little bit of skill. And I think what things that people maybe don't understand who haven't been fit before, there's a chance, now it's not all, but there's a chance their clubs are literally holding them back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Due to the lie angle, having the wrong loft. And, one of the things that I think is so critical in fitting is the golf ball. You could be playing a golf ball that's not right for you. and what compensation you're making to maybe try to add spin. And you might not even doing it intuitively, but it just kind of happens. Like, boy, I realize this launch is too low, or it spins too much or too little. So not only, will a good fitting get you in the right product, it may get you out of something that's really not good for you. So,
Absolutely.
while we certainly don't promise 40 yards on every fitting, that is not that unheard of. I mean, that happens all over the country. Every week we hear stories like that. Again, not the norm, but not so exceptional like, wow, I've never heard that before, because there are players who are just in the wrong clubs and they haven't ever been fit. And they make compensating moves, and we get them the right clubs, and all of a sudden they can release it properly because the weight and the balance is right. We get the swing rate and the grip size and the shaft weight and all the things that go into that, and all of a sudden, like, wow, my swing got just a little bit better. Now, it's going to take a little time for people to get through those movements, that patterns they're used to. When you get them in the right clubs, especially those who've had the wrong clubs, there's some amazing stories.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he picked up at least 2-3 clubs. It was insane. He was 3. I think it was 3 degrees, because he's 6'5".
Wow.
So yeah, he's 6'5", and I'm like, dude, there's no way I should be out driving you. There's no way I should be at 2 clubs, let alone 1 club. He became a beast. Now he cries when he doesn't break 80. He's very low. He's like, oh my God, I had a bad round. I'm like, shut up. You don't know what a bad round is. And I walk away from him, because now he cries. Now he expects 80, 81. And I'm like, I hate you, because I can't hit it that far. There's no way. I can't pull it out.
Well, it sounds like your friend Randy isn't a new golfer. One thing, there's somebody who's 6'5", or quite frankly, somebody who's 5'5", if they have them in fit, they can get in pretty bad posture just because they're trying to bend their body into the golf club. So that's when we talk about new golfers. The interesting thing with coming out of COVID is golf is booming, right? Yes. Everything was shut down. I'm in California. Most things are sadly still shut down where I live, but it's a evil necessity right now. We all deal with it. But, we've got some good data with new golfers coming into the game and not in small numbers, returning golf for people maybe who played 5, 8, 10 years ago or taking the game up again. And, we really encourage those men and women and juniors to go get fit because, again, there's a chance, depending on your the length of your arms and your legs and your height and all that you might be putting yourself in a bad posture position. You're making all these compensating moves and like, wow, I don't understand why my golf swing feels, like it feels, like there's a bunch of moving parts and I'm not comfortable. Well, there's a reason for that. And the reason for that is their clubs might not fit you. So you get in positions to try to make it work rather than truly optimizing to be the best you can be. And it's interesting. You just told your friend that now he breaks 80 all the time. It is amazing that people can get 5-6 strokes almost overnight, especially somebody maybe who's 6'5", who's been playing standard length clubs in the wrong shaft. That literally they get the clubs in the mail and they're 5-6 strokes better because, wow, they can stand up, they can turn, they can move, and
the club's in the right position as they impact the ball, because that
now you're hitting a sweet.
You know what I found out? Here's what I found out. You talk about the 5'5" person. That's me. So I'm a short guy. And what I found out, my standard length clubs will not work for me. I have to get them a little shorter to be able to get in that proper impact position. Because when I go standard, now I'm going to slice the ball, or I'm going to pull the ball because I'm trying to overcompensate. And my most recent fitting was and it's amazing what even a ½ inch does on your clubs and how short you go, or even how long you go at a ½ inch. On what the difference could be now, because I have been fitted and properly fitted with the length of my clubs, I'm hitting them straight.
Yeah, and that's the key. I mean, some people are like, oh, what do you want? More distance, or do you want to be accurate? I want to be accurate. So all my for my particular fit, when I got fit, mine is a 1/4 inch short, and they tip the bottom. So they'll give me a regular shaft, cut a 1/4 inch from the bottom to make it stiff. So I can fit. And it's an awkward thing that they have to do, but that works for me. Even so like I'll play stiff on my irons, but they still have to be cut from the bottom to change my kick point. So I already know that because of bad experience. I didn't know until I got fit. Until they did it the right way.
We're talking about two different, and Billy and I are similar, experience and similar, skill level. And here you're talking about two whole different fittings,
different games,
and different type of game and stuff like that. this is why it's important. And when people, ask me for feedback or what do I do or how's my fitting experience and stuff like that, for me, it's a combination of everything. It's a combination of getting my length proper, getting my loft proper, and the weight of my clubs, and the type of drivers, or, I shouldn't be playing a 3-wood. I should be playing maybe a 3 hybrid instead. As a matter of fact, I just got finished throwing a Callaway Razor X 3 hybrid in my bag for this afternoon when I play some golf. Well, we're recording this, but this afternoon I'm getting married. But on Wednesday when I'm recording this interview, the afternoon I just got finished throwing the 3 hybrid Callaway Razor X in my bag. Because I'm playing a shorter course and I need a club that's going to be 190, and that 3 hybrid Callaway Razor X is that club, and I just got finished throwing it in my bag. But so when people ask me for feedback, one of the things I always tell them, what is good for me may not be good for your game.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of everything. Even down to puring my shafts in my clubs. Yep. And see, that's why
my Maverick is pured.
Yes.
My Maverick is pured.
Yeah.
I love that pured Maverick. and you know what? It made a difference. I didn't, honestly, when we first did it, I didn't think it was going to make a difference. It made a big difference. Going straight, I don't know if it made some difference going with lengthwise, but straight, it goes a lot. It goes where I want to go. I have more consistency with it.
And I have seen over the years that Callaway is really out there for the amateur golfers. Yes, they have many tour players, and we'll talk about the player performance, but many tour players in their stable. But one of the things that they are out there for is amateur golfers, and I realized that ever since the FT5. When the FT5 was out, that's when I realized Callaway is the real deal for an amateur player.
Yeah, and I honestly, and not because he's on the show, they set the standard high. Why they were being ridiculed for coming out with, this one and that one and coming out with 3 different drivers. Everybody's like, oh, you only need one. You don't only need one. You need multiple. If you want multiple golfers to use your stuff and push, get fit. Randy couldn't hit the Maverick. The Maverick didn't do what the Epic did. So he had a choice, and he tested like 5 different companies. But in the end, it ended up with the Epic. And he head to head with the Maverick, he can't do the same thing you can do with the Epic. So you got to get fit. You need that extra stuff. So why not go with a company that has your one-stop shop?
Yeah, I think you guys touched on 2 kind of critical points for the listeners and viewers to pay attention to. One, you talked about putting a hybrid in the bag. Set makeup can be such a critical part of fitting, right? Understanding, hey, this is how far you hit your 6-iron. This is how far you hit your wedge. This is how far you hit your 5-wood. And what are the clubs that go between those? And understanding that gapping is a big part of fitting. Yeah, it's getting the right length and the right shaft and the right weights. All of that is 100% true. But a critical part of fitting is also, hey, what's the right 14 clubs for you? Hey, maybe you're a new beginning golfer or you're on a budget. What's the right 10 clubs for you? Hey, if you can only afford 10 clubs right now, let's get the perfect 10 clubs that you can maximize your game for those. And then maybe later on, if you keep playing, we can add another club and how that all fits together. So fitting should be about set makeup. It should be part of the conversation as well. And then you talked about Callaway specifically, and obviously, we are, arguably the major brand in golf, and we do offer lots of offers because we want to cater to every player type. We talked about women earlier, so we make clubs specifically for them. We make clubs for all different delivery types, right? Are you somebody who's super fast, like a tour player, and workability is really important for you? Well, we have a driver and iron for you. You have, somebody who NOI and, forgiveness is very important. Maybe you need to add spin or reduce spin. So all of those things are important. So when we talk about fitting, it's getting the right club head. It's fitting that right club head to your body with the right shaft. And then getting the right, however many clubs is for your game, 14 according to the USGA is the max, getting the right 14 clubs in your bag that you can play your best golf. You can have most fun. You can, whether your goal is to lose fewer golf balls or whether your goal is to break, to shoot even, we can help every step along that way.
And, one of the big things that brought me to Callaway is a lot of your stuff that you guys have where you'll have to go pay an extra $50, $60 to upgrade a shaft somewhere else. You guys give them, like, okay, this is your club this is your shaft, this is your grip, you're done. You guys offer tons of options. A lot of them are standard, where other companies are going to charge you $200-$300 for the shaft, which, ideally you guys are giving back, to what they're doing. Because the shafts that I've got, which are regular shafts, they're not regular shafts everywhere. They're high grade shafts. So, I mean, and I love it. I love the fact that I can go there. I don't have to worry about, I'll change my shaft later. I'll do this. No, when you order something and you pay $300, $400, $500 for it, you want it to come the right way, right off the bat.
Yeah, we want it to be fit. We have tremendous partnerships with, Fujikura, True Temper, Project X, KBS, Graphite Design. I can go on and on and on. I'm sure I'm forgetting some, so I apologize for those I forget. But yeah, we offer a what we call custom no upcharge shafts that for a lot of places you're going to spend $30, $50, $200, $500 that are no upcharge at Callaway. And one of the things, obviously we're a for-profit business, right? We want to sell golf clubs. We want to sell the right golf clubs for you. I mean, we have a tremendous training program. We literally train hundreds of fitters across the country through our Callaway Certified Master Fitting program. So we're actually training the fitters that they can go to make sure that when you go to your local, whatever store it is, whether it's green grass or off course or a private club, that you are getting fit by somebody who is expertly trained by us. And then you can get the right shafts and the right heads for you that work.
One of the things that I want to say too is, for me, Callaway is the only golf company, equipment company that I know that offers the whole package. Where you get some companies that are the number one driver in golf, as the number one, wedges in golf, the number one putter in golf, whatever the case might be. Callaway offers the whole package, from the driver, where you're going to perform, the irons, your game improvement, or you're wanting to score low,
wedges,
and then let's go down to the short game, because the short game is, from A to Z, literally from A to Z, from the tee to the green, Callaway offers the whole package. And I really can't think of a company that does that, from the tee box to the green, that offers quality performance for that, and for the golfer out there.
Well, thanks for saying that. I mean, if you look at our sales and our leadership position in the industry, we are literally first or second in every category, from drivers to fairways to hybrids, to irons to wedges to golf balls. So, I appreciate you saying that. And I also appreciate the literally millions of golfers out there who, believe that as well and support us and buy our product, because, again, we literally have a leadership, a number one or number two position in every or virtually every category in the industry. And that really starts from having somebody like Chip Brewer, who's our CEO, and just a tremendous team that I get to work with every day, who cares about golfers. We're passionate golfers. We not only is this our job, but we love this, right? We do this after work, and we do this on weekends, because this is what we love. We're passionate about it. And, from literally the very top with Chip down to, somebody who just started at the company, we hire passionate people who care about golf, who care about consumers, and, find their niche to help people enjoy the game more. And that's something that Ely Callaway was, very big on, is enjoying the game and making this fun. It's, we spend this time, we spend this money. Let's make sure that we give the player every opportunity to play their best and enjoy it and spend time with family and friends, or maybe in some cases just to get away from, the daily grind in some cases, and especially with COVID going on. Yeah. What a great relief and respite, to get out on a golf course or just to hit some balls.
All right, we're out of time here, but Michael Verska, thank you so much for joining us and talking to Callaway Golf here on Bigg's Golf Talk, especially on the hard goods side, because we could spend another 30 minutes talking about how much Callaway can make you look good on the golf course, on the soft goods side as well. But I'll tell you what, on the hard goods side, you guys have it going on. You guys know what you're doing. Everything from the juniors all the way to the women's to the men's, game improvement, beginners, tour players, and single handicap digits, and we didn't get to touch on the custom side of it, as far as what the customization you guys can do at Callaway Golf is when people order equipment, especially on their wedges and on their putters. But for more information, CallawayGolf.com is their website. And one thing I wanted to bring up, they have limited auctions for customized equipment that's on there, like USA themed wedges and different type of, pink colors, different colored and all that stuff, and custom logos as well, and not to mention the customization in your clubs and on your golf balls as well. Be sure to check out their new line of Maverick as well. They do have Maverick Callaway custom drivers as well with the wedges too. So check it out at CallawayGolf.com. CallawayGolf.com. Michael Verska, thank you so much for joining us here on Biggs Golf Talk, my friend.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
More Biggs Golf Talk coming your way right after this with Biggs Product of the Week. We'll be right back.
Have you ever seen a tour pro line up a putt with a dirty ball? No way. A clean ball rolls accurately, and accurate putts mean lower scores. The solution? Ready Putt. It's the putter cover reinvented. Ready Putt has a patented ball cleaner that's made to absorb and retain water. All you need to do is add water, and it remains wet throughout your round, giving your ball the perfect shine. It also has a magnetic surface to hold your ball marker and divot repair tool. Let's say you switch putters from round to round using a blade, mid-mallet, or large mallet. Ready Putt Original has you covered. Look, putting is hard enough. Accurate putts start with a clean ball, and a clean ball starts with Ready Putt.
For more information about Ready Putt, visit ReadyPutt.com. That is ReadyPutt.com. Clean it and sink it. The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best two-player teams to compete against an international field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup-style event, known prestigiously as the International Kings Cup. The International Kings Cup is played in remembrance of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer, whose honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, and commitment to excellence represent the ideals for which the game of golf is known. The road to the Kings Cup begins with a national qualifier. Two-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier, playing best ball using net scoring. For more information, to sign up, and to find a national qualifier near you, their website is usgolfchallenge.com. That is usgolfchallenge.com.
This is Biggs Product of the Week. Each week, Bigg Jon and the Golf Father select a golf product to feature. Here is Bigg Jon Vick and Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas, with this week's Product of the Week.
And Biggs Product of the Week is sponsored by U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Handmade Vodka. You need to be 21 years of age to enjoy a great Tito's beverage, and friends don't let friends drive drunk. Bigg Jon Vick along with Bill the Golffather Cuevas back with you here on Biggs Golf Talk as we tee it up on 17 and 18 and using a glove that I am just impressed by. And I don't know why this glove has not been on the market by now, but there is somebody that did come out with it, and this is just a phenomenal glove with a phenomenal grip. We're talking about the Caddy Daddy Claw glove. The Caddy Daddy Claw glove. This is a breathable golf glove with superior grip and remarkable durability. Flex mesh design provides excellent ventilation. Exclusive silicone web coating provides maximum flexibility and grip. Mesh fabric boosts airflow and breathability. Looks new longer than leather. Palm will not crack, harden, or tear. Remarkable comfort and performance. Lasts 3 to 5 times longer than any other leather glove. And this is machine washable. And this also conforms with the rules of golf. Bill the Golffather Cuevas, we just got this thing in our office last week. I got a chance to play with it. I don't know if you did or not, but I played 2 rounds with it. And holy cow, the grip on this thing is just phenomenal, and I've been playing in some 90-degree heat and stuff like that. The cool airflow technology that is in this glove allows me to not feel a whole lot of sweating going on my hands, and which hence is not make the glove harden or crack when it's sitting in my golf bag after a round of golf.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I like the fact that I'm actually playing with it now as we're doing everything. I really like. Even though our gloves, like I went down to size, and that's on their recommendation. I went down to size, and it actually fits perfect. So not only does it fit perfect by going down, now I understand where we have the tougher leather, and then you get that leather that fits your glove the right size. And now all of a sudden, 4 rounds into it, now all of a sudden that leather has expanded, and now you have that loose feet, and you don't have that tight comfort that you've grown accustomed to. So I did go down. I just want our listeners to know that I did go down the size, and I believe you're in a small. So I did go down the size, and it fits perfect. It absolutely fit perfect. I love the fit. I love the inside, the way they had the rubber going across the fingers.
Right.
It's really unique. It's almost what I use when I when I ride my bike. That's how my gloves have it, because they, without minus the finger parts, they cut the fingers off, and then I have that rubber for the, good grip. So you really get, and it's consistent through the whole entire golf club. So no matter where you hold it, you're going to have that consistent grip, no matter where you do it. It's like a silicone non-slip. If they took that glove, you can put it on virtually anything, on a table, you can put it on your golf, anything you want, and try and slide it across. That thing's not going anywhere. And now we've had the problem. I know you have high heat over there, but in Florida, we've been having 90 degrees with 100 and plus index on it, and we're sweating, and we're the first ones out at 7 a.m. This glove, it's breathable. So it lets you breathe. It's constant airflow going through it. It's non-sweaty. I'm gonna say
when I first took this glove out of the package, I'm like, wow, this is really flimsy, and that's what I thought at first.
You would think so.
And then I tried it on, and I'm like, holy cow, how this fits. And you can actually visually see the cool airflow technology that is in this.
Yes.
And something else. So around the fingers on the outside of the glove, there's a ring that looks like it's going across your knuckle a little bit.
Yes.
That actually prevents your fingers from sliding in and out. Yes. You know how some gloves that they slide out and you have to adjust and you have to pull it in?
Yes.
There is like a little ring that is around that, and I believe that's put there purposely to prevent your fingers from sliding in and out of the glove, where you always have to adjust it and pull it back on.
Mm-hmm.
Something as small as that. Yes. And I like the sewing. I love how this thing is put together. You could tell it's not cheaply made, cheaply sewn, where it's going to rip easily, even around the wrist. So in the wrist, there's a strong stretch band in here, and it's a pretty thick stretch band that when you pull the glove on, it's not going to rip it.
No, yeah, exactly. It won't. It won't rip it. And we've had that issue. We addressed that issue not long ago.
Right.
And the thing is, the only test that we haven't had that we've been able to do right now, and that'll probably be when we have them on the show, because we're going to have them on the show now that we've already checked it out and the products are legit, is the longevity of the glove.
Yes.
We haven't figured that out.
That's still under testing. Yes. But our initial test, as far as playing multiple rounds of golf with it so far, is from round 1 to round number 4 or 5. I don't know how many rounds you've played with it, Bill. But it's just as good as me putting it on for round number 1 on the first shot than it is on my 300 shot on round number 3 or 4. The glove is a phenomenal glove. I got to be honest with you. This replaces my Herzl glove that I've used all the time. That was my go-to glove. I have tried other gloves, and I've been looking for a glove company to be a regular part of my bag. And Caddy Daddy Golf with the claw. Now, they don't have a saying for this glove yet. I have actually come up with a hashtag for this glove. Grasp your grip.
Yes. And you know what? I went a little step further when we had all this stuff, and keep people, because I want to see if all the hype was legit. So I started researching. I don't want another person from our industry to tell me if it's good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's why we haven't had them on the show first. But that's why they're making a debut as product of the week without even being on the show, because that's what we decided. It was that good. Everything that we've done so far, putting it to the test, has worked out perfectly. And of the very few non-positive reviews, they were for silly things. They didn't like the grip. And I'm like, well, who doesn't want what people don't understand is in golf, the lesser you have to hold on to that club, the better off you are. That's why pretend you're holding a baby bird.
And there's a lot of grips out there that have the cabretta leather on it, and sometimes you feel like you have to strangle the shaft.
Strangle it.
In order to keep it in your hand. This glove, literally, they always tell you want to hold a shaft and you want to hold your club like holding an egg in your hand. And this glove allows you to do that because as long as this hand, and when you're wearing this glove and it's in contact with your club, it will not come out. So therefore, it allows you to release that tension for you to be able to really generate power at impact.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Impact. It helps you generate the power that you need without the slippage at impact. How many times have you gone there because you use the glove, maybe 4 or 5 rounds, and now all of a sudden you go and you hit your shot, you go at it like you normally do, and now all of a sudden the head twist, your hand, you feel your grip moving in your hand because you want to hold it lightly. You don't want to squeeze it tight, but there's nothing for it to grip on. So now the glove is loose. So now you have that looseness in your glove, and that's what's twisting. The glove has no support. With this thing, if it holds true, which we're going to report back when we have them on, is the grip. That grip is not going to let go. It's throughout the whole entire glove.
Well, not only that, but Billy, how many times that we're using a regular cabretta glove, and it, you may not hold the club properly, and all of a sudden now you're ripping the edge of your palm across it. You're ripping the thumb. You're ripping the first finger because you're not holding it properly. This glove, no matter how you're going to hold it, you're not going to rip the palm. No. You're not going to rip the grip area. So even if you mishold the club, this glove will help you keep that club in your hands.
I like the fit. I really do. I really enjoy the fit of the glove. And even, like I said, Biggs, even the reviews that were
the Velcro, I mean, you can probably hear this. The Velcro is really strong on this,
Oh, yeah.
And the strength of it and the logo on it, even as little as that, very well quality made. Like I said, it's well put together. The construction of the glove is very well done. Like I said, I believe the little rubber thing in the middle of the fingers and the back of the fingers is helping you keep those fingers inside those slots where it's not sliding out. Where some gloves you have that issue where somebody might have too thin of a finger that it's not fitting properly inside there. I've never been a fan of the one glove size fits all. But I will tell you, even if you glove down the size, I believe this will fit you because it does stretch. There is some, where adjustment where it does stretch on your hand, and so even if you do glove down the size, I think it would still fit you where it's not gonna be cumbersome for you.
You know what I really like, Biggs? The fingertips. They're right there.
They're right there.
I
have short fingers, and you can see. I mean, I put a post on Facebook with me wearing a glove, and it goes to the edge of my fingertips with not an issue. There's no extra.
I'm gonna have to get a picture up of my hand up on our big website,
right?
Because dude, it actually looks like my hand.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like I'm wearing a glove. If you look at it, it looks like my fingers.
Right.
I mean, it's form fitting. I could almost see like my nail prints on that thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see. We're going to keep testing it out, and then we got to get the claw people on. We got to get them on really, really soon once we finish testing out this longevity on how long it works, and we'll get from there. But you know what, Big? I don't think we did phrase that pays. So we got to throw it there.
Well, we don't. We still got to post a contest, so we're going to forego the phrase that pays. Everybody keeps sending me a message. You put a phrase that pays, but there's no contest up there. So
okay, so we won't do that.
Yeah, we won't do it this week, but
we'll save it. We'll save it because next week we'll use it next week. Just remind me. I want to use the claw.
All right, Bigg's product of the week is the Claw by Caddy Daddy. Grasp your grip. That is my hashtag for you. This will not crack, harden, or tear, and it has an airflow cooling technology that is just phenomenal, and I think you guys could benefit from this. CaddyDaddyGolf.com is their website, CaddyDaddyGolf.com, and the price point is, it's great, $21.99, and free United States shipping. And by the way, also, so if you want to downsize and it doesn't fit, free size exchanges, and available in men and women. So how about that?
I love it. And the way I like taking it off. Have you taken it off? When you take it off, it just slides
Yes.
off. It doesn't stick. You got to pull your finger. It just comes off nice and easy.
Absolutely. All right, well, that does it for Bigg's Golf Talk here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices. Don't forget to look for us in your favorite podcast platform and favorite us, because then you'll get the notification that a new podcast has been posted. For Amanda, the Golf Diva Robertson, for Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas, I am Bigg Jon Vick. Our website is biggsgolftalk.net or .com, BIGGS, golftalk.net or .com. Until next week, everybody. Wow, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm going to be a married man on our next show.
Yes, you are. Congratulations on your new long prison sentence. Wedding. Congratulations on your wedding. That's what I meant to say.
Until next week, everybody. Get out and play some golf. And
you better.
It's Saturday morning, we're gonna play golf. The wife is moaning, we're gonna play golf. The kids are all screaming like someone's gonna die. The grass needs mowing, it's 2 feet high. But the boys are cold, so we're gonna play golf. Golf course, here I come. Play golf. It'll turn you lazy. Play golf. It'll make you crazy. Something strange happens to your brain when you take a big swing with that little white ball. It don't matter if we win or lose. Even birdie par and double bogey too. The boys are calling, so shot, Arnold. In-laws are coming over. We're gonna play golf. The smoke alarm's beeping. We're gonna play golf. Forecast is calling for all kinds of rain. Preacher man says we ought to be ashamed. Oh, Lord have mercy, y'all. Where'd that come from? Play golf. It'll turn you lazy. Play golf. It'll make you crazy. Something strange happens to your brain when you take a big swing at that little white ball. It don't matter if we win or lose. Even birdie par or double bogey too. The boys are calling, so lucky putt. We don't always act like we should.